Good morning, students. Today we will revise chapter from history textbook Women, Caste and Reform. In this chapter, we shall mainly discuss three things. First is women, status of women in society or role of women. Second thing is caste system. And third thing is social reforms. All the three things we will discuss in our chapter. Nowadays, most girls from middle class families go to school and often study with boys. But can you imagine earlier condition for the women, ladies and girls? In previous years, women have no right for education, independency. These rights were not actually enjoyed by all. आज जो हमारे पास राइट्स हैं ना वो राइट्स पहले नहीं होते थे. Now in these days, women have many rights. They can marry anyone they like from any caste, community. Widows can remarry. They can do jobs. Many of women and girls go to college and universities. Today they have rights. But in previous conditions, they have no legal rights. कोई राइट्स नहीं मिलते थे उनको. Poor people have little or no access to education. And in many families, women cannot choose their husbands. Most children were married off at an early age. Both Hindu and Muslim men could marry more than one wife. In some part of the country, widows were praised if they choose death by burning themselves on the funeral pyre of their husbands. We may see in this picture the lady whose husband died. जिसके हस्बैंड की डेथ हो जाती है तो वो लेडी जो है वो भी उसके साथ मर जाती है. Women who died in this manner, whether willingly or otherwise, who die willingly or forcefully, they were called as sati, meaning virtuous woman, कि काफी भाग्यशाली है. In many parts of the country, people believed that if woman was educated, she would become a widow. In society, differences between man and woman were not only ones in society. एक तो था ये difference, and second difference was caste system. In most regions, people were divided along lines of caste. Brahmanas, Kshatriyas consider themselves as upper caste, and others, such as traders and moneylenders, often referred to as Vaishyas, were placed after them. Then came peasants and artisans, such as weavers, potters, referred as Shudra. These were the categories of caste system: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. Brahman and Kshatriyas consider themselves as upper class society, upper caste. Traders and moneylenders belongs to Vaishya, and rest of the persons, peasants, artisans, weavers, and porters, counted in Shudra. The upper caste also treated many of these groups at the bottom as untouchable. They were not allowed to enter temples, draw water from the wells used by the upper caste, or bath in ponds where upper caste bathed. They were seen as inferior human beings. Working towards change. In early 19th century, we find debates and discussions about social customs and practices taking on a new character. First time, books, newspaper, magazines, leaflets, and pamphlets were printed. These were far cheaper and far more accessible than the manuscript that you have read about in previous class. अब पहले कैसे लिखते थे? जो मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट्स होते थे वो बनाते थे, तो मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट्स काफ़ी कॉस्टली होते थे, इसलिए इन्होंने क्या किया, अब यहाँ पर न्यूज़पेपर, मैगजीन, लीफलेट्स, ये सारी चीज़ें अब पब्लिश होने लगी. All kinds of issue, social, political, economic, and religious, could now be debated and discussed by men. The discussion could reach out to a wider public and could become linked to movements for social change. Now, Indian reformers. Indian reformers and reform groups. Debates for that. One of such reformer was Raja Ram Mohan Rai. He founded a reform association known as the Brahma Sabha, later known Brahma Samaj. Who founded Brahma Samaj? Raja Ram Mohan Rai in Calcutta. People such as Raja Ram Mohan Rai are described as reformers because they felt that changes were necessary in society and unjust practices needed to be done away with. सोसाइटीज़ के अंदर गलत हो रहा है और उसको रोकना होगा. Pursued people to give up old practices and adopt a new way of life. लोगों को मनाओ और कैसे भी उनको चेंज करना है. Raja Ram Mohan Rai was keen to spread the knowledge of Western education in country and bring about greater freedom and equality for women. He wrote about the way women were forced to bear the burden of domestic work, confined to the home and the kitchen, and not allowed to move out and become educated. कि पहले उनको घरों में रखा जाता था, अब उनको घरों से बाहर निकलने की परमिशन हो और उनको पढ़ने का मौका दिया जाए, चांस मिले उनको, अपॉर्चुनिटीज हो उनको. Changing the lives of widows. Raja Ram Mohan Rai was particularly moved by the problems widows faced in their lives. Raja Ram Mohan Rai was well versed in Sanskrit, Persian, and several other Indian and European languages. On widow burning, he presented in his writings that the practice of widow burning had no sanction in ancient text, and he criticized Indian traditions and customs. And in 1829 सती was banned. जो ट्रेडिशन था ये वो बैन हो गया यहाँ पर. Raja Ram Mohan Rai published many pamphlets to spread their ideas. Some of these ideas were written as a dialogues, advocate of sati and opponent of sati. दोनों ही चीज़ों को जिक्र किया जिसमें इन्होंने. फॉर इंस्टेंस, वन ऑफ द फेमस रिफॉर्मर्स ईश्वर चंद विद्यासागर used the ancient text to suggest that widows could remarry. Used the ancient text to suggest widows could remarry. In 1856, a law passed about permitting widow remarriage. Those who were against the remarriage of widows opposed Vidyasagar and even boycotted him. In 19th century, the movement in favor of widow remarriage spread in all country, throughout country, in complete India. In the Telugu speaking areas of the Madras Presidency, Virasalingam Pantalu formed an association for widow remarriage. Swami Dayanand Saraswati, who founded the Reform Association called Arya Samaj, also supported widow remarriage. The number of widows who actually remarried remained low. There were many widows, but the actual ladies who got remarried were very low. Their number were very low. Those who married were not easily accepted in society, and conservative groups continued to oppose the new law. This picture relates to Swami Dayanand Saraswati, who was founder of Arya Samaj. Dayanand Saraswati founded the Arya Samaj in 1875, an organization that attempted to reform Hinduism. Okay, students, read the topic carefully. Rest of the part of this chapter we shall discuss in our next lecture. Thank you.